I realized today that most of my writing practices are things that I wholeheartedly railed against early in my writing life. I used to be totally a pantser, writing by the seat of my pants. I now outline things to an insane degree. I used to not have a schedule at all or a routine, and now I purposefully wake up early, who am I, to write for an hour before work. I could never have imagined doing that before. I used to read it over and over and over and over and over and over before letting anybody see it, and now I involve beta readers really early, and I have a nice writing community, writing circle of friends who kind of help out through the writing process, not just at the end of it. I actually focus on themes, something I never used to do early in my writing journey. I just think it's funny to think back to when I was writing in high school and college when I thought I was amazing. I mean, I really used to roll my eyes at the thought of outlining and like heavily drafting a book and having a routine and being a morning person, but that's a different thing entirely. Like, sometimes advice is correct. Not always, oh my gosh. I mean, like, I've heard some whack writing advice, and also everybody is different, and the way that you write is the correct way for you to write. Like, when it comes to especially like routines and schedules, I don't write every day. I think like that, if it works for you, great. I don't write every day. But then again, like I'm saying, all these things that I used to be like, absolutely not, I do not do that. I now do a lot of them. So, things change. People change. Your writing habits will change. Your writing will change. My book is a contemporary, realistic, young adult fiction book, and I never thought I'd be writing that. First, I thought I'm gonna do fantasy, I'm gonna do dystopia. Can you tell I was a teenager in the early 2010s? Then I was all about adult fiction, gonna be serious, very realistic, dark and gritty. And now I'm doing something that I really enjoy. And when I was writing this book, I was like, this is it, contemporary, realistic, young adult fiction, and now I'm writing fantasy. And also I'm writing a play. Didn't think I'd go back to doing that. Okay, so what's my point? A lot of people think that writing is a set of rules that you must follow. It's not. There is no one right way to do anything. There are guidelines, there are tips, there are strategies. I share a lot of tips and strategies and advice and like certain ways to do things, but there is not a one end-all be-all way to do stuff. You don't have to write every day. You don't have to not write every day either. And just because something doesn't work for you now doesn't mean that it won't not work for you in the future, and vice versa. This can seem overwhelming. Writing itself can seem overwhelming and just like a lot. But please remember, it's supposed to be fun, and it's an art, and everybody does it differently. So don't stress too much. Try new things, even if you think you won't like them. Best of luck.